Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode number 15 in the book of Deuteronomy. I'm going to make 5 observations today about the 5 commandments. So, just tongue in cheek, what if there were only 5 commandments? Would you be right with God? So I'm doing just a little bit of editorializing in the interest of brevity, since we only have 7 minutes this morning. I'm going to start in Deuteronomy chapter 5. And Moses summoned all Israel and said to them, "Hear, O Israel, the statutes and the rules that I speak in your hearing today, and you shall learn them and be careful to do them. The Lord our God made a covenant with us in Horeb. Not with our fathers did the Lord make this covenant, but with us, who are all of us here alive today. The Lord spoke with you face to face at the mountain out of the midst of the fire, while I stood between the Lord and you at that time to declare to you the word of the Lord. For you were afraid because of the fire, and you did not go up into the mountain." He said, and now he's going to give the 10 commandments here. "I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me." Number 2, you shall not make for yourself a carved image or the likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is on the earth beneath, or that it is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting iniquity on the fathers of the children to the 3rd and 4th generation of those who hate me, but showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments. Number 3, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Number 4, observe the Sabbath day to keep it holy, as the Lord your God commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, you or your son or your daughter or your male servant or your female servant, or your ox or your donkey or any of your livestock, or the sojourner who is within your gates, that your male servant and your female servant may rest as well as you. You shall remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt, and the Lord your God brought you out from there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore, the Lord your God commanded you to keep the Sabbath day." That's number 4. Number 5, honor your father and mother, just as the Lord your God commanded you, that your days may be long and that it may go well with you in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. All right, so I have 5 observations about these 5 commandments. First of all, this is from God. This comes right out of the fire, out of a face-to-face encounter. Terrifying. The people were afraid, and only Moses could hang in there. So this comes right from God. So what else do you want? I've heard it said, Lord, if I only knew, if you'd only tell me what to do. Well, there are many commands, other commands other than these 5 today, in the Bible. One that comes to mind is one that the Lord gave at the Last Supper, which was to love one another as I have loved you. So that was Jesus's command to the disciples and to the church at the Last Supper. But if we just hold these 5 or 10, if we go make it to tomorrow, these are a very good start, obviously. All right, second observation is that God is serious about himself. He's serious about his character. He's serious about his uniqueness. Don't have any other gods before me. He's serious about his representation. No image is going to do this, so don't even try. Don't make a carving of anything. He's serious about his name. Don't use it in vain. Don't use it without power. Don't use it without effect, to the point of not holding guiltless those who abuse it. He's serious about his timing, for 6 days of labor and then 1 Sabbath day to remember. He's serious about his family. So there's this design of father, mother, and children. So there's this honoring of the office that he designed, and he's asking us to honor the occupants of that office that he's designed. Why? So that it can go well with you, and probably we can claim that promise for all the other 10 commandments. If you do commandment number 6, for example, it's probably going to go well with you. If you do commandment number 4, it's probably going to go do well with you. All right, my third observation is, see how these commandments reveal something about the character of God, for sure, his qualities. And the commandments give voice to his character, which is why they're so special. In a sense, also, they also reveal something about us and me. So these help give voice to my character and my rebellion or my unbelief, or maybe it's the general low-level revolt that I might have. And also, just maybe, they might reveal a longing and a desire to do right. God has placed eternity in our heart, and he gives us a sense of freedom by walking in that path of obedience. So they reveal something about God, but they also reveal something about us. Fourth observation is that these are for everybody. This is a covenant with us. Started with Israel, Moses first, and then Israel, and now the sort of the new Israel, the church, and really for the world. Last observation is that these are all the commandments are for everybody. Now, I've been a little joking, and I'm only holding us to account for 5 of the 10 commandments today, and I'm sure if the Lord gives us another day, we'll get 5 more tomorrow. Imagine, though, if we, each of us, approached these 10 commandments and we declared God wrong or misguided or oppressive in one of them. We might then say, well, the design, the organization, and the responsibility of, let's say, commandment number 5, honoring your father and mother, the design of the family, father, mother, children, that these are so onerous that I'm declaring to endeavor that I'm only going to do 9 of the 10 commandments, and I'm going to throw out this 5th commandment. So imagine the downstream consequences. Imagine the world, which is kind of the world we live in because we really have done that. Pick another commandment, stealing, adultery, whatever you edit out of there. No, my observation is that all 10 of these are for all of us. Write this down. All of us stand before all of the 10 commandments. And we stand before them to our benefit by doing them, that it may go well with you in the land. So if you do these commandments, likely you're going to do better in life than if you don't do them and ignore them at your peril. All right, final thought is, what if there were only 5 commandments? Would you be right with God? Probably not. So come back tomorrow. Let's remember the ones we have today, our commitment to them. 5 more is coming tomorrow. He says to learn and be careful to do them. So let's learn these today, and now let's be careful to do these 5 commandments. Thanks for listening.